Hello, welcome to Joan's Sewing Room. How are you all today? I am working on my Husqvarna Viking embroidery machine. Now first of all, I would like to thank everybody that has tuned in on, I think it was video 59, and when I was doing the little red hearts on the American Girl doll blouse that I made. It brought in 1,006 views. That was totally awesome. I really thank you on that. I am up to, I think, 86 subscribers now, which is really good. Thank you very much. And so what I thought I would do, since a lot of you are very interested in the Husqvarna embroidery machine or just embroidery, I was gifted a bunch of tea towels. And so I thought, what could I really do with, I know what tea towels are. They're just big towels, right? I have one right here. They're just towels, I guess to use in your kitchen. Anyway, I really think they're cute. And so I thought, what could I do with the embroidery on this machine? So I do have these doodle books. They're for like, it's like a doodle art for quilting, and to learn how to do different doodle art, for quilting on your quilts. And it's just loaded. It's just loaded with all kinds. I mean, it's something like when I was traveling, I would break out this book and I would take paper and I would just scribble, not scribble, but I would try to duplicate all these or different ones that I liked. And which is really, really helpful. But I thought, why not, excuse me, why not put some of that art on these tea towels? And so I went ahead and I outlined some with pencil. I kind of did like, I just put the tea towel over the picture and drew it on with a pencil. And so this is kind of like a doodle art. It doesn't really, it's just in and out of squares and just kind of a practice art. And so I wanted to try it. It's a little weird, but I wanted to try the different stitches that this one particular machine has, and with hearts and leaves and flowers and diamonds and just different things, to see which one would work best. And so I would like to show you what I'm doing. I mean, this is what I did and how I got to that point. So this is, I don't think you're gonna be able to see this, but I did draw it on. So what I'm gonna do is just start playing. And I am using this blue cotton thread, or it might be polyester thread, but it's some thread way back when, through my husband's hunting for treasures, so to speak, in secondhand stores. He says, well, what do you need? And I need threads. And so he would come back with bags of spools of thread of all different colors. And you know how much threads are nowadays. They're really super expensive. And then when I got my Juki, you can't use those spools of thread on those machines. You have to use like the big spools, and it's a weighted thread, whereas I never knew anything about weighted threads. And so I have a bucket of spools and spools and spools of all different color threads. So I'm set, right? And so with this machine, I can put those spools of thread on and use them. And so I just have blue on for right now. And So what I'm going to do is right now I'm just doing a leaf pattern, and I'm just going to kind of follow the lines. I'm not going to follow them exactly because this one particular design I picked is a little, I mean, it's not, you know, it's like, well, it's a vine with a little flower on it. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of make believe I know what I'm doing, and I'm just going to follow a pencil line and see how it comes out. Okay, let's try it out. I think what I'm going to do, well, I have 2 stitches done. I'm going to, or 3 actually. I am going to turn the needle. So I drop the needle down into the fabric, and I'm just gonna up there. Okay, and some machines allow you to pivot with your needles. This machine is all still new to me, and I know there's a ton of things you can do on this machine. I do have a book that I downloaded on my phone, and then I printed off on my printer, the manual, and I've watched videos. You know, you can go on YouTube and watch videos of this machine or other machines similar to, and they give you all the ins and outs of these machines. So I was watching, and you can make clothes. I mean, you can use this as a regular sewing machine. And so, but I figured with that, the interest in this and in embroidery, because embroidery is really popular right now, why not try to go beyond the norm, so to speak? Why not try to do the embroidery that people are doing with their, you know, with frames and stuff? I can't do frames on here because, for one thing, I don't have a big platform, which I want to find a table like my Juki has, you know, the table that extends out, right? So I'd like to find that one that'll fit and where I could possibly use a frame. But this machine, I'm thinking maybe it's a 10-year-old, maybe older. And so it wasn't set up for that in those days. It was just like a running stitch of maybe hearts or flowers or something. So let's just see how it works. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it. So this particular stitch that I picked, which is this straight one right here. No, that's the bows. Let's see. It's on the other end, I believe. Like this. So this is what I'm doing right now. And look how nice and straight I got those lines. But I just wanted to start off with something very unusual and see where it comes, you know, see how each one comes out. So I kind of just went with the first square, and then I added some little bit of flowers here, and then more flowers here, and then diamonds. And I just wanted to see how each one, you know, sews, and how easy or not easy I can use it in a line drawing. So let's continue on. Okay. Let's see, how are we gonna go with that? I'm totally off of my chart there. I think I'm just gonna go, let's see. I think I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so I'm gonna switch for right now. I'm going to just switch to another pattern, and I'm gonna pull my foot up, so just in case. Now, which one should we go for? Let's go for 18, which is flowers, and it's just like a line with a flower and then a line, you know, a couple stitches, another flower. So let's check that one out. It's kind of fun to play, you know, kind of play and see how these different patterns come out. Why not? You know, this would be great for, like, obviously tea towels. I was thinking that these towels would be great for making pillowcases because they're so big. Always thinking. Okay, I've got to get back up to my pattern. I'm kind of like going along the bottom here. Okay, let's turn ya. I'm way off beat on this one. Okay, we've got to get back up here. Back up here, yeah. Good, good, good. We're kind of making up our own pattern here, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to turn it again. I gotta get back on what I'm doing here. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, drop this down for a minute. Now, in this thing right here is number 2, and it has 1 through 21, and it has all the different decorative stitches. So, and then on the front part, you have your regular stitch, zigzag, 2 needles. I don't have 2 needles, but, you know, 2 needles. And then you can do buttonholes, you can do blind stitching, which I haven't figured out yet. And then down at the bottom, which is another one I haven't figured out, is it shows a sewing machine. I have to look more into that one. And it has, like, you can do, oh, I think, now that I remember, okay. So what that is the type of fabrics you're using. So if like A is a tight weave, B is a medium weave, and C is a loose weave. So it's talking about these type of fabrics. And so what this machine does, it figures out the type of fabrics you're using. Now, I don't know what this would be considered. it looks pretty tight. So let's see if I put in like, let me lift my foot there. If I put in B, which is a tight weave, let's see what it does. We'll see. So by putting the different weaves, it can tell how the machine's going to operate and work on your fabric. I'm trying to remember what it said in the tape, and maybe you know. And I know that this machine's been out for ages, and so I'm sure many of you out there in the embroidery world are a much better embroiderer than I am, obviously, because I'm just figuring it out. And I'm sure you have lots of great tips that you could pass my way, and that would be awesome if you would. I would love that, totally. And so you can put it in the comments. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. And I would also like to try using the metallics threads, although I haven't really figured that one out yet. I do have like gold metallic for like embroidery and stuff on spools, and I would like to kind of figure out how to use it along with this machine. And so there again, there's something else I need to read or research. But if you know, send it my way. Then I'll have to do all the reading. I mean, I don't mind, but sometimes it's easier when somebody else can share those ideas. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple more stitches here. And share with you what I have done here. I wish I could say it's beautiful. I mean, it looks all right. There's no mistakes. It's just that I kind of went off of the actual pattern. Let me turn it this way. Now, you know, this machine, like I said, doesn't have those cassettes where you put it in, and it's not all that computerized and stuff. You know, it looks like this. If you actually want to see, this is the way this machine looks. Okay? So it doesn't have, it's not like your computerized machines that they have nowadays. But it's great for me because I'm a quilter or I'm a purse maker. I'm not an Indian chief, but for me, just to tinker around with and have fun with and find out how much you can actually do with the embroidery. I think that would be pretty cool. Reach beyond what we would normally do. But that's what all of us do, right? We all want to reach beyond
The time is now 2 p.m.
Our possibilities. I mean, at least that's the way I feel. Maybe some don't. And you know, I get people who go that know me, like my sisters, or my daughter, or my friends. They go, "Oh yeah, I've seen you on there, Joan, but I'm not into sewing, Mom. I don't sew, so I don't want." I says, "Well, even if you don't sew, isn't it fun just watching me?" I guess. I don't know, but whatever. I don't really care. But the ones that are interested and are interested in this machine and are interested in the things that I do, I appreciate it, and I really appreciate that you watch. So let's continue on here. kind of going over a pattern here, and I'm gonna go different angle to this. Come on, you can go. Now, one of my subscribers, a new one, thank you very much, had mentioned that her machine only goes backwards. Now, when I was watching the video on YouTube about these particular machines and how you run these machines, there is that arrow that goes backwards, so it's like for a back stitch. Now it does, according to the video I was watching, it does change. You have to, like you press it once and it back stitches, but so I think it's like you press it once or twice, and then it kind of unlocks that mechanism and it starts going forward again. So you might want to find the video on YouTube about this machine and how it works, on how the different stitches and the how it how it runs. I mean, I'm trying to think of the word and I can't think of it. But anyway, it was really informative, and when I saw that, I thought, oh, maybe that was her problem, because she said her machine is going backwards. And so it's that little arrow that's, half circle with an arrow on the end. And it's like, if you press it once, it goes backwards. And if you press it twice, maybe it'll stick into that backward. Maybe if you press it one more time, it kind of restarts the computer. I don't know. But anyway, you might want to check out that video. So, otherwise, I couldn't tell you. But I thought that the video was really informative, and I thought, oh, she couldn't, So anyway, I have to watch it again myself, because it takes me several times to get on board and get it in my head, so, of what I'm doing. But anyway, I hope that's not really confusing. I mean, let me see. I do have my book here. Let me see. Maybe if I look it up, maybe that'll help you, huh? Okay, yeah, so it's the function panel, page 18, reverse. Is touch to sew to reverse. When the button is released, the Platinum 730 sews forward. The longer the release stitch, the longest reverse stitch length is 3 mm. For permanent release, touch the button twice in a quick session before starting to sew. The reverse sewing is indicated by the icon on the info display, which would be, I guess, the yellow part where it lights up, right? Platinum 730 sews in reverse until you touch the button again. So you might want to try that. And if you don't have this manual, it's the Husqvarna guide, and I got it, I downloaded off my computer and I copied it. And so it was page 18. It's amazing, I just went to it, right? But anyway, make a copy of it on your machine, on your printer. I have a printer so I can print off designs. If you have your camera right there, take a picture of that, if it's not backwards. And try it for yourself. I do a lot of that too. You know, if I see something on TV or if on my YouTube and I have my camera in my hand, I'll take a picture of it, you know, camera phone, right? So anyway, yeah, try that. I'm sorry I don't remember your name. But anyway, it's under functions panel. Anyway, cool idea. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here and let's see, I'm gonna do one more stitch. Not allergy this time, it's what I had. I had really bad cold. And so anywho, I hope that all makes sense to you. Let me see if I can back stitch this. No. I'm afraid to touch that. I mess myself up. But it seems to be working fine. Okay. I'm going to release it. Let's see, scissors, no scissors, so I guess so. Oh, where's the thingy? Okay. Oop, come on. I know it's there somewhere. All right. So, this is my doodle art on my tea towel for you to see. Not as good as the other one, obviously. But it's just something to, like I said, play. I'm trying to figure out the different patterns. And I'll just do it straight across. I have a pattern drawn out. I'll try to stick to the pattern instead of just going off the pattern here. But it doesn't matter because I'll just use it in my kitchen anyway. So anyway, I hope that all makes good sense to you. I do appreciate every one of you, and I thank you very much. If you, obviously a lot of you, like I said, are embroiders and you know a lot more about this than I do, pop me a question or give me some more information that I obviously don't know. That would be awesome. I'm always open to that. And difference, if you have patterns that you have used on this particular machine with the embroidery, I would be really interested to see what you have created. And so yeah, so like I said, the last video I made, I was really under the weather, but I wanted to get in contact with you, and I was using my Husqvarna Viking at that time too. But for now on, whenever I use this machine, I'm going to title it Husqvarna. I know I'm not saying that right. Viking. So you will be able to find me instead of putting Joan's sewing room. So anyway, anywho, I will see you next time. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.